And thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. I'm John Huddleston. As the recovery and rebuilding efforts from the April 27th tornado continue, there are small glimmers of normalcy beginning to emerge. In Alberta City, fire station number 4 that took heavy damage may soon be looking at repairs. WVUA Sarah Chavnik begins our broadcast tonight.
On April 27th, fire station number 4 in Alberta City took a devastating hit. Now, nearly 8 months later, the station still sits boarded up, but could be back in action in the coming months. The city plans on doing an assessment of the building's structure to determine whether or not it is safe to build back on its current foundation.
It's kind of like an x-ray where you want to see if the bones are still working, if they're not broken. So what we'll do is we'll take a sample kind of the cosmetology of the building, like a bricks, and kind of determine whether it's safe or not.
Lynch says after these first round of evaluations are done, they will send the initial results off to the city's engineers for further assessment.
Based on the determination from the assessment, we'll decide what repairs need to be made or what kind of repairs need to be done, determining if we need to replace the structure, if we need to add to it. We'll just make decisions from there after the assessment's done.
Now, the building may look sturdy, but the city of Tuscaloosa wants to be prepared to have the building back up and running in the community of Alberta.
Safety for our community is one of our #1 priorities for the city and for our citizens. So it's very important that we have Fire Station 4 come back. We want it to be the best for the community. We believe that once we start rebuilding and making those repairs, that will create a sense of encouragement for those citizens living in the Alberta area.
The city is also looking at possibly adding an EMA center near Station 4. In Tuscaloosa County, Sarah Chavnik, WVUA News.
The city plans on starting the assessments a week from Friday. Of course, there are also buildings beyond repair that have to be torn down. State officials say Tuscaloosa is participating in a federally funded program to demolish structures that pose a safety hazard. So far, city and county leaders have gotten approval to demolish about 30 of 150 structures that pose a health threat. It's for properties where owners approve the demolition but are not charged for the work. Under the program, FEMA will pay 75% of the cost if demolition is needed to protect the public. Well, we are following 2 developing stories from Northport. First, an arrest for an attempted murder, and second, the search for a murder suspect. We begin with the arrest in our Crime Watch tonight. Charlie Nichols has been charged and taken into custody. According to Tuscaloosa County Metro Homicide Captain Lloyd Baker, Nichols has been charged with attempted murder. Baker said Nichols was arrested in connection with an incident where a woman's throat was cut. It happened November 4th at the Pit Stop Lounge in Northport. Baker said Nichols was arrested by U.S. Marshals in Carroll County, Georgia, and she's facing life behind bars if convicted. Also on your Crime Watch this evening, investigators are still searching for answers in the death of Chastity Michelle Helton. As we have reported, Helton was found shot to death last month at the Green Village Trailer Park in Northport. According to Baker, witnesses saw Helton go behind a trailer with 2 individuals when shots were heard. Baker says progress is being made, but no arrest yet. A candlelight vigil is planned for Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Green Village in honor of Helton. If you know anything about this case, please call Crime Stoppers. That number 205-752-STOP. Road improvements are just around the corner for one of Tuscaloosa's most traveled intersections. The Tuscaloosa County Commission announced this week plans to widen Highway 69 south of Skyland Boulevard intersection. The improvements are in the works with the State Department of Transportation. County Probate Judge Hardy McCullum says the improvements are meant to ease the flow of traffic as people commute from home and work.
One thing that I know that is in the works currently is a 3-laning project from Lowe's intersection to Colusa, which should facilitate traffic movement out of the intersection of Skyland Boulevard at Lowe's.
McCullum says there is also an improvement project in the works at the Bear Creek Road intersection. Tuscaloosa County's EMA could have an expanded umbrella of operations when it's rebuilt. As you may recall, the facility was destroyed in the April 27th tornado. Tuscaloosa County Commissioner Bobby Miller tells WVUA he wants the dispatch units of the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office and volunteer fire departments to be housed inside the new EMA. Miller says that would bring the information to one centralized location and help get emergency responders to the scene quicker.